Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Aditya Iyer. I'm the co-founder of NeoTrader, and welcome to this series where we are speaking with all our Neo Super Trader. And our Super Trader for today is none other than Mr. Sahil Parikh. Hey, Sahil, a very warm welcome to you to this video. And why don't you introduce yourself to all our viewers?
Yeah, thanks so much, Mr. Aditya. So basically, I am a chartered accountant, and I was introduced to NeoTrader by around, you can say around, it's been around 3 months plus. So I had joined your webinar initially, where you had made a suggestion that why not we try NeoTrader through a mailer. And I tried it for 1 month, and I liked it so much that I have not only taken the pro version, but I even joined then the later all the programs which are associated with it, and it's been a great learning experience so far. And each day and every day has been learning, so it's been great. So yeah, really happy to associate myself with the NeoTrader family.
That's wonderful. So you first came to one of the webinars that I do, and
Yes,
following that, you even attended our training program. So you know
yes.
the training program that is done by Raja and our whole team. So what has been your experience? Do you think the training that you received from ChartedWise and the
Huh.
usage of NeoTrader, has it helped you, and how has it helped you transform your trading journey?
Lot. I mean, means I was always fascinated for for the trading. But I was initially it was just mutual funds and investments. But last 6 months I was really fascinated into the world of trading into the technical analysis. So, and I just gathered some basics. So, but I didn't know why the shares would move in a day so much, or would go down so much.
Okay.
And so when I started learning, I just got into more and more insights as to what is RSI, and what is Bollinger Bands, what are the Camarilla pivots and all. And then when I came to know about the algo things, that all this thing can be done by the machine, and it can just fasten my decision making process.
Right.
I thought that this is the way the future is, and so it really attracted me to join this. So so happy to join and integrate it. Basically, what I like about the thing is the training which I got uh, by Mr. Raja, and then with the NeoTrader, it integrates and takes you to another level. So
Absolutely.
means I mean I can say the trades performance, especially on the multi-day aspect as well as the positional, have been fascinating. I mean, means almost I think I must have shared around 7 to 8 trades over I think around a period of around 2 months, and luckily all have been hits. So all great thanks to NeoTrader, Mr. Raja, and for the trading program. I would say so. It's been a great journey so far, and hope it continues in the future also.
That's wonderful. So you spoke about those trades that you took, and I remember last week you had
Yeah.
also shared some of your trades on the WhatsApp group. Do you want to speak about those? What process did you follow, and how was the outcome like?
So means I take it Cadilla also means which was decided in our trading program meetups also, and then when it had come up also in NeoTrader, which it gave me even more confidence that what am I thinking, and what am I giving the suggestion as to what I feel is even being suggested by NeoTrader, and that worked wonderfully. Means I remember I yet remember that I had entered it around 520 levels,
Okay.
and the trade just zoomed all the way to around I know it touched to 600 plus also, but means I had closed my positions as 570, and then it had gone down. So there was a good 50 points in, I think, in 1 week time. I think 45 points I think I had got in 1 week time. And that week was also not a full working day. Just 4 days I got
Right.
45 points. So it was fascinating to that learn that NeoTrader and the trading can help you in such a big manner within such a short period of time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
That is
yeah,
45 points in a stock that has a lot of what, 2200 Kerala.
yeah, 2,200 at the
Yeah.
lot size.
Yeah.
So and even still active. So let's see if it goes much more, because it was a positional pick. So I mean, it was really great. And I mean, just loved the way, what I thought and what the NeoTrader also suggested and what the training also suggested. All it integrated so nicely, and that's the beauty of the program and the NeoTrader basically.
That's wonderful.
So yeah.
Why don't you break down the way you use NeoTrader? What do you do at 9:15? What do you do at 10? What do you do at 2? And what do you do on the weekends with the weekend analysis and everything?
So again, okay. So the way I see is, what I like the best about is, I think I've used some 2, 3 software, but I think none of the software gives me, the open and close position.
Right.
So I think that is something, which is really, really helpful with the open high strategy.
Right.
So if I combine the open high strategy with the, the follow through which I get through the market view on the sector view, and then if I combine it with the Camarilla, if I get that three, that's the first 5 minute strategy for me. If something opens up at H5 and it's an open lie, I get that confirmation, and the sector is also good. So that's my first 5 minutes entry. So that's one trade which I take if I get that satisfaction. And the second trade which I take is around at 9:45, around 10 o'clock. If I get a satisfaction, if a particular trend is continuing and the stocks have settled down, I do use the Fibonacci pivots.
Okay.
So there I see, if it's, because by that time the sectors really settled down nicely.
Right.
And that along with the Bollinger Bands.
Okay.
So if those two give me the confirmation, then I go ahead and with the trade. So that's basically the two setup which I'm using, during the intraday.
Right.
And for the weekend, I'm getting, like given me a nice, that weekend analysis suggestion. Which was really fascinating, is how you can make your analysis based on the Camarilla pivots, H4 on a weekly basis from NeoTrader, then
Right.
how you use the candlestick pattern also, and then ultimately with the Ichimoku, and then with the ADX, everything, how it gets integrated, which was suggested by Dr. CK Narayan, and then how you can pick up all these points from NeoTrader, and then you can build up your own a sort of a watch list, which I had did actually last week itself, and I had picked up Aarti Industries also and Tata Steel.
Oh wow,
And
wonderful.
yeah. So Tata Steel I'm yet holding in cash,
Okay.
but RTA is I've already I've liquidated the position, but then it was significant returns already.
Almost
So
12-13% in this week.
Yeah, more than double digits in both. So that's again over a week's period.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So again, it's working. It's like, be it intraday or be it position or multi-day. It's been working very well with me for NeoTrader. So great. I'm very happy with it so far.
That's excellent. That's excellent to hear. So this entire weekend analysis that you did, how long did it take you? How much time did you spend doing that?
That hardly took me anything. I think it took me less than half an hour's time, or even 15 minutes. I think that's it.
That's
just 15 minutes.
You analyzed Ichimoku, you analyzed the trend, and you tied it all together in just 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's it, because you have to just see the common stocks which filters out in each all these criteria, and that hardly takes any less than 15 minutes, I feel. So I could narrow it down to just 2 to 3 stocks. So, and luckily both worked, and it was quite amazing.
And earlier, when you would look at so many charts and when you would look at all these indicators separately, how long would that research take you at that time?
So earlier it was like, I had to, and even I still go and look into the charts, but then earlier the process was a little bit not structured. I didn't know what to look as such. But with this, I feel there's more structure to it, and there's more defined process, and it's less time consuming, at the moment. So it's like weekend is like in half an hour's time, I'm done with the refund analysis. My watch list is ready, and I just need to action it out, as the process was laid down during intraday. If any of the signals come, just don't hesitate, just go for it. So that's what it's been working for me.
That's a great message. That's a great message. So have you seen your, like one thing we all need to accept as traders is our stop loss is going to get hit no matter what you do. But
Yeah.
have you experienced that the instances of your stop losses getting hit, the number of times, has that reduced recently after applying all of these studies and after following the structured process?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely it's been reduced a lot, I can say. But I would say one thing is for the multi-day and the positional trade, I think I've not hit the stop loss at the moment, to be honest.
And when did you
Mm,
start doing the multi-day and positional trade?
So that would be around at least you can say 2 months down the line. You can say two
Okay.
months down the line. For intraday, yes, it has been happening. At times it's been happening, so I cannot deny it. So with the IT stocks, I was very bullish on it. So at sometime when when you have a gap down and a gap up, you cannot help it. So that hits you. But apart from that, for the positional and the multi-day, I've been having very high success rate. To be honest, it's been
That's wonderful. It's
yeah,
really excellent to know that for 2 months on the trot,
yeah.
you haven't had a single SL met. So
No, I mean I've given all my trades. It was all have been successful. So it's honestly there's been no stop loss trades on the positional side at least. The multi-day.
right. So if you have to pick like one one strategy or one tool within NeoTrader that I would say was your favorite one, which one would be and why?
I mean, again, I would say, the market view, the open and close, because that gives you such a clear idea as to where the market is going. If you have something which is at the close giving you the same picture as what it opens up, and so that gives you a very clear, confidence level that okay, now the market is also going the same trend. So that would really help me out. And with the open low and the open high, that just adds, to the level. Because as a trader, you always want more and more, confirmations which used to keep on coming in. It's like open, high, low. Okay, now the open and the close is also matching. Then it comes into the Camarilla pivots. Then gradually it comes to the fib pivots. Then there's it comes to the range expansion format. Then gradually it also has a BB cut. It's all, it's structured way. So you like to have all those confirmations as, the time frame increases. So I would say like, I would say the open close and the open high policy, that the strategy along with the market view, that is just fascinating. I just like that a lot.
And it's
So
really nice to hear you using such a wide range of indicators, like from
yeah.
the way you, it's really nice to see that you're using so many of them. Normally, what happens is people get stuck in, say, one or two and
Hmm.
don't get out of that. And they spend all their entire career just around these, which is also fine,
Yeah.
which works. But the fact that you can rattle around so many of them, it it speaks a lot about the your prowess as a trader as well.
Because at the starting, the first 5 minutes are very very fast. So it
Right.
like that's a separate strategy altogether.
It's like a crazy
So
time.
yeah, it's a crazy time. You don't have much time to think. You have to follow a process. If it goes into your process, you don't hesitate. You just go with the trade. If it hits a stop loss, then so be it. But then after 45 to 1 hour's time, that's when the market settles. That's when I try to look at the fib pivots and the BB cut and the range expansion to give you more confidence. So
Yeah.
those are the trades which I take, as more on the futures and the option sides.
Right.
So that would be my more leverage position ones. The first 5 minutes one would be, like a lottery thing sort of,
Right.
but it would be more structured. So it would be my position sizing would be limited. So
True.
because I don't want to have too much risk in my first 5 minutes because it can go either ways. But at least I follow a process and and we just maintain it on a consistent basis. So that's what I do at the moment.
That's just awesome. So finally, Sahil, if you have to go and what would be your message to all those people out there who are using NeoTrader or and who are also trading? What would be your one message out there for them to be successful and walk the path of success that you have?
I think it's very important that they identify at least two strategies or
Right.
two tools, and just stick to those two tools for at least 1 month's time and see the results what they are getting. I
Right.
think over a period of 1 month, if they just stick to two styles,
Right.
they will surely get success. That's what I think. It needs to be consistently following. You cannot keep on jumping from one process to another. It
Right.
will not work. So just stick to two strategies or two tools, and over a period of 1 month, I think they should be able to see the beauty of NeoTrader. I think
That's
it's a
one.
structured process, so you need to just follow the structure.
Okay, Sahil, thank you so much
Yeah,
for taking that time out and coming and speaking with our entire community. And I think it was a wonderful and a very insightful conversation. And you've shared some excellent pointers for
yeah.
everyone who's listening. So thank you so much once again, Sahil.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much for having me. Thanks a lot.